Hi everyone, thank you for being here. Today let's talk about how to create momentum through texting. A lot of people when they're first dating and they're texting, you can lose momentum and things can fizzle out when it's not really necessary, because you can create your own momentum through texting. Number one, don't play games on when you respond to a text. Some people wait a few hours, or they don't want to seem too keen, so they wait until they send a text. This kills momentum. So if you're not doing anything and you receive a text straight away, text back straight away, because this creates the energy and it creates the momentum. Number two, mix your texts up. So you don't have to just text words. You could take a photo. For example, if you're going for a walk, you might be walking along the beach. Take a photo of the ocean and send the photo and just say, look where I am. I love walking near the ocean. It makes me feel really good, or it makes me feel at peace, or I feel excited and inspired when I'm by the ocean. So what you do is you're sending a text with a photo and you're putting emotion into the text. So talk about feeling words in your text. When we talk about feeling words, it creates emotion, and that creates energy, and that creates the momentum. So you could say, if someone texts you, what are you doing? You could say, I'm cooking dinner. Take a photo of what you're cooking and saying, what do you think? It's my first time. I was a bit nervous at the start, but I think I've done pretty well. So show your vulnerability in your text. Show who you are. Talk about yourself. Talk about what you're doing. Don't just answer questions and ask questions. Have input in your texting. Sometimes when we've been texting back and forward and we haven't actually spoken on the phone, a lot of women can feel frustrated because they want the man to pick up the phone and ring them. So how do you encourage a man to do that? Don't text, I'd like to speak to you, or I'd really prefer to speak to you, because this puts a man on the spot. The way you do it is talk about how you want to feel. So you could say something like, I'd really love to hear your voice tonight, or I'd really love to hear how you sound. This way you're telling him what you want, and he knows that you're looking forward to hearing his voice. So you're putting feeling and momentum into the text, and he'll give you a call. Be playful and curious. If you can pretend that you're writing a story about this person and come from that open-hearted space, and be curious about them. Ask questions to find out who they really are. For example, you could ask what drives them, what motivates them, what makes them feel good, what's the biggest lesson they've learnt in the last 2 years, what have they learned about themselves. When you do this, also offer your own experiences. So creating momentum is also about being vulnerable. So you can offer your own experience first and then ask them. So you could talk about something that you've learnt about yourself in the last few years and just be playful about it. And then you can say, I'm curious, what have you learnt about yourself? Or this is what gets me up in the morning. I'm really curious, what gets you up in the morning? So put depth into your texting, talking about emotions. Pretend that this person is your subject for a story, and get to the deeper level of who they are. Be creative. Put effort into a text. So you could do something like pick a little flower, take a photo of the flower and send it and say, I picked this for you today. Thank you again for being here with me. You might like my other video on the 3-date rule and how to not put so much pressure on that first date. I look forward to seeing you soon.